heading to. Today there must be a winner. Yusufa, our post is coming. Big Sam.
I think there was an allergy, so it's not as.
Sam is coming. I think Arsenal have already won. They won by 2-0. Sam is happy. Sam is already happy. But
you see that giant trophy, forget about it. Yes, it's big, it's giant. We have gold medals, but there is $100,000 at stake. $100,000 is at stake.
Carlos Midande, Mantad Ladu, Calamidanda Baguele. No.
They get one logo, I'm going to go, so.
School. So, Bagan be my witness.
We have the technicians, of course, and the reserve. We are waiting for the two teams. On the 29th, it was Brufut who scored first. Foni pegged them back. They went on to score again, and Foni pegged them back. 2-2 in the end. If you like today, you can peg each other back. We will be here until midnight. We have floodlights here. If you like, you can score 3 goals each, no problem. The only people we need to beg is now to make sure that we have light. There must be a winner today. I mean, there's this feeling when your team is not playing. I mean, forget about whatever happens. Only 29. Okay. Yeah, that is African. You will have to do that. Oh, that is normal. But,
You are there?
Fans. I mean, well, I would be the judge. But what I know is beautiful interest. And I think we can agree with me. But Junto, we have Ibrahim Songo with us. And of course, we have the head, the master. Big Sam.
Right here, LSTV #1, Gambia's very own #1 sports TV. We love you. And of all the media out there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brikama Super Bowl. That is the Brikama Mini Stadium, the Theater of Entertainment Center. And today is on the 15th of February 2025. Some of the boys and girls are crying because yesterday there was heartbreaking in their Valentine. But we care less about their Valentine. All we care is the replay final of the West Coast Region Zonal Championship. Listen, this is the replay of the West Coast Region Zonal Championship. Remember, we were here sometimes last month, and we give you a rendezvous, or gave you a rendezvous that is going to be on the 18th, but sorry about that. Gambia is at 60 Diamond Jubilee. There's a lot of programs going on. That's why we are forced to bring the final today, and you will have no regret. The defending champions, Foni, is playing Brufut, the surprise element of the tournament, and of course, from the organizing committee to the executive to the media and everybody that associated with West Coast Zonal Championship, we welcome you to the Brikama Boxbar Mini Stadium, the replay final of the 4th edition of the West Coast Zonal Championship. Meanwhile, my DJ, get our national anthem set before we do the kickoff. And of course, I can see very fine, very colorful ceremony. But today, I tell you, there must be, and there is going to be a champion today. Is it going to be the defending champion? Going to see what happens today. Well, as you can see, and this is in the 11th memory of our dear brother, the head who used to be the head of the Referees Association in West Coast Region, Keba Bojan Foni Lalas. May his soul rest in perfect peace. This one. Okay, yeah, you are right. I'm just saying. No, what was say consult. Maybe you need to photo the national. No, nothing. Osman, sorry. Well, as you can see, you are live on LSTV1, Gambia's numero uno sports page, and we can see the fans of both sides. Foni and Brufut are battling out today, and I promise you today, the last time the trophy stays in Brikama and never goes, but today it will go either left or right. The day will tell. And once again, this is in the loving memory of our dear brother, the fallen Keba Bojang, known as Lalas, as the dignitaries are entering inside the Brikama Mini Stadium for the official handshake. And of course, national anthem. Alright, here we have the dignitaries from all corners of the Gambia piling inside the Brikama Mini Stadium. As you can see on your screen from LSTV1, of course, Mr. Bojang, you have to go. Mr. Bojang, go. Thank you very much. A very good support from Afri Radio. Lamin Del Fadera, thank you so much for being here. Inimbara Vedel. Okay. DJ Wally, DJ. Hey, can you please hold that down? DJ, I'm informing. I've been informed that don't worry about the national anthem. The Scout Band is going to do that. Okay. Let me this from the other guys.
He picked this thing from there, so you want to announce there's somebody that's signing.
Alright, we have some Gambian national identification or ID card. Is here with me, Ensa Baji. Ensa Baji, wherever you are, please contact me for your ID card. Of course, we have a card. Ensa Baji, Brufut respectively. Of course, Yusufa, it's a very touching moment. And like I said, today we will have a champion.
Yeah, we will. I said it before, we would have to have a winner today. We have no plans here. So if they like, they can score each other.
Big thanks to all the media houses that one way or the other give us platforms to promote our finals, and also all the media houses today. We don't forget the general public that come in there, large number to buy tickets and get inside the Brikama Mini Stadium. You will get the worth of your money. Start one.
to thank everybody. First of all, I want to say this. We have to thank the fans because they've been the ones first edition to here. I mean, their $10 is better $2 is that they big pay. It's what is taking this West Coast Zonal schools. Whoever is here, whether you are home watching on it on LSTV.
Okay. We're taking you guys can hold it close.
Universal Sound. Thing up.
No, you know.
And now we are going to live the Kickstarter today. They are the winner. That is play the replay. so winner today. Immediate statement that is throw at the end of the 90 minutes. We are going for straight penalties to the percentage. And once again, remember, consistent and of course the surprise of the tournament. All the way from Brufut to Somalia. So we'll see what's going to happen today.
Sam,
Yes.
just hand over everything to Jack.
Okay, yes, you are ready. Middle of the pool, the commencement of the 4th edition of the pool final. Thank you.
Keba Marina 4, Noha Jada 15, Yankuba Saho September 5, Ismail Sonko 8, Ibrahim Asise 18, Suleiman Kambi 11, Kajali Conte 7, Omar Jaju leads the line number 9. White swords and blue swords, Brufut and Foni on the other hand starts 14, 11 for Foni and of Ibrahim Kamara, assisted by Amadou Tamban. On the other dugout is Ibrahim, who are currently serving as first and second assistant coaches for, and it is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube, and the commentary desk by Lamin Fati, Sestidat Kujabi, Saliu Jalo and Lamin Jara at the commentary desk, and the box by Mini Stadium in Brikama is full and jam-packed. It is jam-packed at the box by Mini Stadium once again in the West Coast replay final and the West Coast Zonal replay final between Brufut and Foni. Setidat Kujabi, welcome and welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the replay final between Foni and Brufut.
Thank you very much, Pa. We are happy to be back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium to witness this rematch of the final, which failed to deliver, the winner in the first Oxmatch penalty. But there must be a winner, Pa. So the game is well. well-wishers and sympathizers. As you can see, the park is full to capacity. You know, as West Coast is known to be one of the best footballing zones in the Gambia. So, you know, producing high turnout is not a surprise. And so we are going to be enticed by amazing football coming from both teams in this rematch here. And pretty much so, Foni are going to put a very respectable and remarkable performance in their quest of trying to defend it. But then Brufut, they are a team that I tipped in the game that was as the favorite to clinch it. And today also, you know, I don't change my position when it comes to who I believe would emerge as the victorious team from this encounter. I still have the belief that Brufut are going to be the champions yet again.
Partly cleared by, and this time around player goes to ground, wave play on, and this time around player goes to ground, wave play on, say footed drive, this time around side netting, and it's a goal kick.
It was a 2-all draw on the 29th of December 2024, and here we are in the closing chapter of this and here we are in the closing chapter of this fourth edition. Never surprise finalists, never. It is a day of the Battle of the Minds and Hearts, a historic day to be written probably, yes, from both sides. Foni are on the brink of course, winning it as a double, doing it that none of the zones ever did it since the start of this competition. Brufut in their maiden final of this competition, one of the most capped zones in this competition. They of course played all the competitions from the onset to the fourth one, and this is just a maiden heaven for them to play a final of this competition. And what a way to close the chapter under the chairmanship of Mr. Alaji Chebro Suare if they had to be crowned champions. But of course Foni hardly die early, Pafati, and we have seen Manga here, who of course adorned the number 4 jersey for Foni. He played for Baloshar, and indeed experience matters in this, so it's more of like experience versus determination. Experience in Foni's side, determination in Brufut side. It is of course, it's going to be an electrifying as it is 11 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium.
Thank you very much, Sali Uchalo. And in case you're just joining us, you're reminded that we're coming to you live from the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and the game is live on LSTV1. It is the West Coast Zonal replay final, and the replay final between Brufut and Foni, coming to you live from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And these two sides were in the same group, in Group B, where we had Foni, Brufut, Brikama, Costa, and Lamin. And in the first game for Brufut, they lost 2-1 to Lamin before losing once again to Foni in their second game. In their third game, they defeated Costa 3-0, and in the final game they drew 1-1 against Brikama to book a place to the quarterfinal. And in the quarterfinal, which was played at the Gunjur Nyamina Mini Stadium, it was Gunjur 0, Brufut 1. And in the semi-final, it was Brufut 0, Lamin 0, and Brufut advanced on post-match shootout to book a place in the final for the very first time as far as the competition is concerned. And here they are, up against Foni, a side that they played in the first final, which ended 2-all before the organizing committee getting the game to a replay. And at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, this is where we are getting you the replay, and this is where the replay is coming to you, and it's coming to you live equally on Facebook and YouTube, live on LSTV1. It's a strong attack coming from Foni. Brufut on a defensive walk, central defender Rasul down, and central defender Mod Lamin Koli. Rasul down by the forward for Foni, and he's been rewarded by the central referee Lamin Jara. And Lamin in this contest is assisted by Sanamane Augustus Mendy. Musa Esey and Hamadi Janko is the match commissioner. It's a set piece for the boys in white and blue Brufut. They are currently playing from our right to left from our commentary decks. Goalkeeper Seh Dafe will surely get this. We have just played few minutes into this contest, and the score remains barren, and we will surely hand the mic to Lamin Jara shortly for some quick reactions. There we go. Team captain Foni picks possession, squares that ball on the other end. It's a surging run by the number 10 Suleiman Jiba, Jiba Suleiman going solo, trying to dribble past the central defender. Solid defensive work coming from Brufut this time around, and the ball is partly cleared by Aliu Manga. And the central defender for Brufut, Keba Marina Rada, clears that ball desperately. It's another one coming from Foni, and this time the ball sailed over every other player as it rolls on the other end for a goal kick to Brufut. And Brufut dressed in white shorts and blue socks, whilst Foni in blue shorts and white socks. Lamin Jara, welcome, and welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium. It's another replay final, and this time we must have a winner. It must either be Foni or Brufut.
Yeah, we must have a winner as per the rules. No penalty shootout. There's not going to be any third chance this. So whatever happens from now against the end of the day, come the end of today, we just must know who are going to be the 4th edition champions. Is it going to be the champions Foni who are going to go on to win this twice a row, or is it going to be Brufut for the first time ever? But again, it's a little bit different from the one we saw on the 29th when they met. You know, by this time it was already 1-0 Brufut, and it was an explosive start that day. But again, looking at Brufut, knowing that it is Foni they are playing against, and knowing that today there is not going to be any replay, both teams have been very, very cautious in the manner in which they started the game. So it remains to be seen how best they are going to organize themselves and go on. But I'm sure whosoever wins this, it's going to be history, no matter what, regardless pa.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Already a player down injured for Foni, back on his feet. And it is now an advantage to the boys in blue colors, Foni. And Foni is currently kicking from our left to right from our commentary decks, whilst Brufut is playing from our right to left. Indeed, a noisy background from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and all the noise coming from the Box Bar is coming from the supporters of Brufut, and we have already played 10 minutes into this contest, and the score remains barred between Foni and Brufut. And the other end of the pavilion is another extraordinary support base behind the champions Foni. It is currently Brufut nil, Foni nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Central defender Aliu Mangana, who plays his club football for Balosar. Ball being chested down. Foni with solid launch and attack. Partly cleared by Brufut this time around. Nuha picks possession. It is on the right side of the Sane Menteren boys Brufut. This time around the center circle. They are dressed in white shorts and blue socks. Brufut lost possession. Quickly regained possession. Will they be able to keep that ball? Nothing. They could not just hold on to that ball as the ball rolls out for a throw-in. A long one coming from Foni. Ball will chested down. Cleared by central defender Babu Karpoli around the center circle. The champions picks possession. Not for too long. This time it is the Sane Menteren boys of Brufut. It's a great tone coming from Ismaila Sonko, who scored the second goal for Brufut in the fourth final. And he is currently on the starting 11 once again for Coach Ibrahim Gay and his boys. A strong header coming from Brufut. Ismaila around the center circle, heads that ball. Nothing given. Team captain picks possession. Famara Jaju lays that ball backwards. Foni launch, a strong header. And it's going to be a chase coming from the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper for Brufut in Seh Dafe, and Seh was just there in time to gather that ball with ease. Seh Dafe is now asking his players to move forward. A strong one from the half of Brufut to the half of Foni this time. Ismaila Sonko picks possession around the center circle, lays that ball forward. Caught out by Foni. It's going to be a strong attack. Ball being headed back to the custodian, Seh Dafe. And Dafe Seh is the custodian for Brufut, whilst Musa Koli is the goalkeeper replacing Isaac this afternoon. There is no Isaac in goal for the champions this afternoon from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Indeed a jam pack, and a jam pack Box Bar Mini Stadium. We must be amazed looking at the turnout tally.
Massive. You know, we don't want this competition to end, but of course in every journey there must be an ending, and this is the ending part of the West Coast 4th edition. Pafadi, look at the turnout. The Gambians love football. Gambians love the beautiful game of sport, and this is community football, a sense of belonging and ownership. Even those who are watching all the way in Berlin, USA, you know, around the world, you know, Gambians abroad in the diaspora, they feel home. They feel home because there are others who miss this country for more than 5 years. others close to a decade or more than a decade. You know, you take example from the legendary Pamodu, who is glued to his TV. That is ML. The chance for Foni. What a relief. That is ML. He wasn't part of the starting 11 on the 29th of December, but he's here. He decked on the number 2 jersey for Foni. A very good chance for Foni. That's ML Kohli indeed. But we love covering international football. This is local football and we love it. Community football is best.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. That was a great start and a great attack coming from the champions Foni. And this time it's a set piece at a crucial position. It is at a crucial position for Foni to effect. Modlamin Kohli will surely get this. Modlamin Kohli will get this for the champions Foni, and they are currently under the guidance of head coach Ibrahim Kamara, assisted by Amadou Tamba as his immediate assistant. Ball been taken into the area. Strong header coming from Ibrahim Assise. Foni this time around. This time the ball sailed over the bar and a goal to Brufut. And Brufut will now rely on the custodian to surely get that. We have already played over 10 minutes into this contest. We have all the ingredients to call this a great replay final. And it is currently nil apiece between Brufut and Foni, coming to you live from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And the game is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube at the commentary decks. Palabin Fati, Sesidat Kujabi, Saliu Jallo, and our very own Lamin Jara. And behind the camera, as usual for LSTV, is Osman Kamara and Yiman Sadacham. We have played over 10 minutes. The score remains barren. It's a set piece for Brufut. Ibrahim Assise lays that ball, trying to connect. The number 8 Ismaila Sonko. Ismaila Rasul down, this time rewarded by the central referee Lamin Jara. It is Lamin Jara, the central referee.
Yeah, personally, 3 people approached me about watching this final, and indeed, I have to chip in for them to come here. But this was part of the plan before the replay. But then it doesn't reach our ambition or our dream. But then look at the turnout; it's just massive park.
Thank you very much. Ball been taken into the area, partly cleared by Foni. Danger not averted. This time around, it's going to be an attack coming from Brufut. Desperately cleared and cleared by Foni. And the champions will try to regroup as the ball rolls back to the custodian Sehdafe. Sehdafe in goal for Brufut. Lays that ball on the right side of Brufut's defense. A strong one, trying to connect the forward. And this time not a great one, as the right wing back and number 15 Nuha Jata tries to control, and he failed to control that ball as the ball rolls out for a throw in. Quickly taken. It is Foni team captain Famara Jaju. Famara Jaju plays that ball short. It is still the champions in their own half. This time around is an advantage to the boys in white Brufut. Brufut will surely get that once again. Number 15 Nuha Jata will get that. Plays that ball short, this time to the central defender. It is Brufut currently playing from our right to left from our commentary decks. From the right side of their defense to the left side of their attack. It's a strong one coming from central defender Keba Marena. And Keba's effort sailed on the other end for a throw in. A long one, a glancing header from team captain Famara. It's going to be another attack coming from the champions Foni. Will they be able to keep that ball in play? Nicely done coming from central defender Marena. Lamin Jara, we have seen a good number of attacks coming from the champions. There seems to be very much a sub here as far as crafting goal scoring opportunities since the commencement of the first half.
Yeah, we have seen it. And Modlamin Kohli earlier on was put in pole position. He beat the defender. He was looking for the pass. To me, I think he could have been so much, selfish there to at least try something. To give Sehdafe something to think about. But again, he was little bit unselfish and he squared it. But somehow, somebody decked out Oli White with blue socks, arrived and cleared it. So I think, like I said earlier, it's different from the one we saw in the first final. This time around, both teams have been very, very cautious. And Brufut themselves, it's like they have put themselves in a very, very good position. You saw earlier when Adama Sane was needed for the champions to slide in for the clearers. But so far, so good, we are close to 20 minutes. A good game, a good final.
Thank you very much. 18 minutes on the clock, unofficial. As the central referee and his officials are with the official timing. Strong header. Famara now around the center circle. Team captain. is indeed a great player around the center circle. Partly cleared and Foni on a defensive work. The flag of the assistant referee against the champions Foni, and this will solely give the opportunity to Brufut to solely effect that set piece deep in their own half. 19 minutes on the clock. We are yet to see deadlock being broken at the Boxbar Mini Stadium between Foni and Brufut in the replay final. And in this replay final, we must have a winner. We must have it in regulation, or post-match shootout will decide the winner between champions Foni and Brufut. Already, it's a foul rewarded by central referee Lamin Jara.
Well, Omar Jajo alias Bokande, one time a player of Walidan, is having a very difficult night against, of course, a very experienced Manga in Aliu, the number 4 for Foni. Well, Foni have a couple of set pieces that they need to, of course, capitalize on. Brufut did not yet to register any shot on target in this game. They yet to register a corner in this game for over 20 minutes. You know, one thing that they're doing, they're trying to defend deep and try to learn from Foni. But Foni are not defending deep, Foni are attacking. And the best way to play, the best way to attack is to defend, and the best way to defend is to attack as well. And now, this small water break might try to connect for both sides for Brufut, because Brufut needed this time. Pressure was mounted on them for more than 10 minutes, and you have seen Foni, ML, and other, even the tall lanky defenders went for set pieces, but their headers were never fruitful. I believe it's about time for Brufut to adjust the bar to connect. I've seen the assistant coach and even the lady that is probably their specialist trying to have a word with the Gava Ibrahima of Brufut, to have a word with him to try to connect us. And even the goalkeeper is now coming, and this is all part of like a community meeting for Brufut, while Foni also will try to connect us. There is a combination, but we are yet to see from the best left-footed player in this tournament. That is, of course, Idrissa Chiba of Foni. But at one point in time, the left fullback of Brufut, who is always caught slipping by Idrissa Chiba, and I believe they need to work on their defense line and on the attack, because there is no enough power in front of goal for Brufut. Bokan is not receiving, and of course Suleiman is not receiving. Suleiman can be the number 11 for Brufut. He's also not receiving those balls. I believe the battle is around the midfield department with Foni Foni is dominating right now.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jalo. The game was temporarily stopped, and any moment from now, we will surely get it rolling. Already a long one coming from the champions Foni. Idrissa Jiba Rasul down. Play on, says the central referee. It's an advantage. Team captain Famara, Rasul down. Nothing given. Still in their own half. Brufut will surely try to defend that. A strong header coming from the champions Foni. Ball being chested down. Great interchange of passes now. Modlamin lays that ball forward for Idrissa Jiba to chase. Idrissa Jiba 7. Can they get something from this? Idrissa, tricky! This time around, an advantage for the champions. But the effort sailed over the bar. Setijat Guriabi, that was indeed a great one and a brilliant one coming from the champions.
So far, they have been the most threatening team moving forward, taking the team onto Brufut. Brufut are trying to, spread the field wide, but then it's not working for them so far. Foni have been the better side moving forward in the first 20 minutes of this game, and Sekdafe have been the busiest goalkeeper in these first 20 minutes of this encounter. But Foni, are not clinical when it comes to the opportunities that they are currently enjoying in these first 20 minutes of the game. And these are finals, you have to take the moments as they come on your way. But then so far so good, they are not being taking those opportunities that are coming onto their way. On numerous occasions, they find themselves at the final third of the pitch. But then it is always Sekdafe who come to the rescue, or the ball sail over the crossbar or went way wide away from the woodwork. And I know if Brufut have their moment, to get the best part of the game, as football is all about moments. They could have converted one of those opportunities, in this encounter here. So I think currently Foni, having been the better side, they should have capitalized on the moment and also on the opportunities to convert at least one or two, to be at the safe side. But if they fail to do so and Brufut manage to navigate their path into the game as they are trying to do gradually, they might caught Foni on surprise, which might be very disappointing for them, because they have opportunities to do the damage, but they fail to do the damage. And so far there have been great performance at the heart of the midfield, where you have the team captain Famara of Foni, and then Dauda Sane, who done the number 3. Currently they are giving Foni that stability, because the Foni Gava opted to play with two central midfielders in the name of Dauda Sane and Famara. So that give the back four that solid stability whenever they are defending, because they have enough security when it comes to Famara the captain, and also Dauda Sane, who are giving the defense line enough security. But then their transition, taking the ball onto Brufut, is always quick. That's why you can see they normally break between the line, and then they have the opportunity to take their chances, but all their efforts went away. But if Brufut were able to up their game and then try to find ways to unlock their defensive organization, I'm sure they are going to take those moments and ask them questions, because the final it was Brufut who first asked the question. Foni responded, then Brufut asked again, Foni responded, and this time around also Foni cannot accept to see the same scenario unfold. This is where it's going to end. So currently they are enjoying the lion's share of the possession. They have to make sure that moment or that opportunity counts for them.
Thank you very much, Sidat Kujabi, and the game is temporarily stopped as another player for Foni is currently receiving medical attention, and the player is Modlamin Koli. Earlier on, it was Idrissa Jiba and central defender Aliu Manga, and now it is Modlamin Koli who is currently down into the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, this is the West Coast Zonal Replay Final, and the West Coast Zonal Replay Final between champions Foni and Brufut. We have played over 20 minutes in this contest, and the score remains parent. It is still Brufut nil, Foni nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and in this final we must have a winner. We will solely have it in regulation, or post-match shootout will decide the winner. A strong header coming from Brufut. Idrissa Jiba recollects that ball. Tricky and crazy for Foni. Idrissa Jiba 7 lays that ball. Is that going to be a foul? Ball in forward, blocked in there by Brufut. Brufut picks possession to team captain Ibrahima Sisse. Ibrahima to the number 5 of the boys from Sane Mentere. Ibrahima Sisse, team captain. Around the center circle, lays that ball forward. To the right back and number 15, Nuha Jata. Nuha now. This time it is Ismaila Sonko. Sonko who scored the second goal in the 2-2 draw in the initial final. And back to the goalkeeper, Seh Dafe. And you could hear the cheers and sound coming from the supporters of Brufut. And on the other end is another extraordinary fan base behind the champions. And the head coach Ibrahim Akei is definitely furious with that decision from the assistant referee.
Well, it's pressure upon pressure on this fateful day. Even others that are watching via TV1, faithful to Brufut, Karamobi Toure might be sitting on an egg. Of course, Pamodu in Berlin might be sitting on an egg. It's pressure day. So you expect unexpected, a busy line. But of course, it is all Foni show in the first 28 minutes played in this encounter, Pafati. Jara spoke to me earlier on. I told him you have seen a different Foni compared to the Foni on the 29th, and a different Brufut when it comes to the attacking on the 29th of December. It's quite different this time around. But according to Jara, Brufut know that there is nothing like second chance in this final, and they have to stop their opponents. They have to stop their opponents from scoring, and they have to stop the game plan that is unfolding from Foni, in which they are doing. That's why the strikers, you look at Bokande and Omar Jajo have already switched position with Suleiman Kambi. It's like they're trying to find a way to penetrate a busy defense line of Foni.
Thank you very much, Aliu Jalo. It's an attack coming from Brufut. Aliu Manga just there in time to cut that ball out. Is that going to be a defensive blunder from Manga? He is definitely very lucky. Aliu Manga lost possession, but he was very quick to retrieve that ball from the forward of Brufut. Back to the central defender and number 4, Keba Marena. Keba to Ibrahim Assise. Back to Marena once again. Brufut launch another attack. It's going to be a surging run. Aliu Manga heads that ball partly. This time it is Brufut once again. Lays that ball. Is that going to be the opening goal? Let's wait! That was an acrobatic save coming from the goalkeeper, Musa Koli. Musa was just equal to that task, Aliu Jalo. That was an incredible and acrobatic goalkeeping coming from the netminder of the champion Foni.
But what a strike from Babukar Demba, the number 5 for Brufut. That is the first shot on target. And for the first time, Musa Koli is called to action, and he shows the capabilities of a goalkeeper of his caliber.
Thank you very much, Aliu Jalo. That was an incredible save coming from the netminder Musa Koli. But that was indeed a perfect delivery coming from Babukar Demba. Babukar Demba of Brufut. And already Foni of Brufut this time around will benefit from another set piece. Another set piece to be effected by the boys in white and blue.
Well, probably they were waiting for the half-an-hour mark. That is 30 minutes to show themselves. But now they have an opportunity. The double set piece is within a space of 1 minute for Brufut. You know, it's like they're trying to wake up the sleeping lion. Waking up the sleeping lion.
There we go. 30 minutes on the clock, unofficial. Unofficial on our clock. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the box bar. If you may lie, call it the Theatre of Entertainment. And it is the venue currently hosting the West Coast Region Zonal Replay Final. And the Replay Zonal Final between Brufut and Foni. Brufut once again launching another attack. Ibrahim Assise penalized by the central referee.
The set piece, the target was Suleiman Kambi, but Foni spotted that. That's why they closed it. That's why the second chance Brufut tiled for Brufut. But the target was Suleiman Kambi, the number 11.
There we go. Aliu Manga launching a long one. A long and high one into the half of Brufut this time around. Central defender Babukar Koli wrestled down, and the forward and 20 for the champions Bakari Kujabi penalized by the central referee Lamin Jara. Lamin Jara is the central referee, not our own Lamin Jara. Lamin Jara, 30 minutes on the clock. We have all the ingredients to call this a great replay final, but the only missing piece is the goal or goals coming either from the champions or the Sani Mentereng boys of Brufut.
Well, you do not blame them. You will never blame them, Pa. You know, when you go to finals, you know, sometimes it's very difficult to see the early goals. Both teams know that there is no third chance in this. And one thing's for sure, one team is going to go home winning it, and another will be going home losing it. No wonder Ibrahim Kamara is protesting to the fourth official, as we are seeing live in front of us here. He is not happy with 1 or 2 refereeing decisions out there. But again, Brufut were so close to taking the lead. What a strike from Babukar Demba. You know, he turned away from the defender and he was looking for the top corner. At the minute we thought that was going to be at the back of the net. But of course, goalkeeper, you know, Koli, who came for Isaac Mendy, was equal to the task again. Yes! Champion strike for us! It's Modulamin Koli. Would you believe it? He did not start in the first final. But of course, in the 32nd minute of the game, champions, hardly they have gone all tournament. But this time around, they have taken the lead. And it's game 1 par, 1-0 to the champions Foni. And now, Brufut have to score the next goal from now against the end of this game. Otherwise, Foni are going to win this for the second year running. Over the head it was, but it's that pitch. That's when Ibrahim Kamara was lost to the front of his head. 11 heroes sent into the fantastic, and the champions have their noses in front, pa.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Earlier on, Saliu Jalo, Sesidat Kujabi, and there is already a goal, and already a goal at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and there is a goal for the champions and the champions in Foni. They are currently having their noses in front, and they got the goal, courtesy of Mod Lamin Koli. Mod Lamin Koli rose the highest, and not home the opening goal against Brufut, and it is currently Foni 1, Brufut 0.
His second goal in two finals. The 29th he scored the restored parity for, of course, Foni. Of course, the 15th of February, they scored first. In the first final, Foni were tested to the limit. They asked Brufut scored first and the restored parity.
There we go. It's a strong corner. Team captain Famara heads that ball partly. Brufut regained possession. Foni on a defensive work. Currently leading by a goal to nil against Brufut. In case you're just joining us, it is currently the champions leading by a goal to nil. And
well, they have been asking questions here and there. They have been, of course, putting pressure on Brufut. The team that, of course, have more chances, they have already took the lead. I believe they were asking questions, knocking the doors of Brufut. What a set piece and what a header from, of course, one of the soldiers in the pitch, that is Mod Lamin Koli.
Mod Lamin Koli with the only goal so far. We have already played 35 minutes unofficial from the box bar and live on LSTV. It is champions Foni 1, Brufut 0. Ibrahim Asise will get that. Float that ball, this time is a header. Straight into the gloves of the custodian, Musa Koli. Musa Koli is now asking his players to calm down. Koli Musa replaces Isaac Mendy. The champions leading by a goal to nil. Brufut lost possession. It is Idris Ajiba once again. This time around, solid defensive work coming from Brufut. It's going to be a great run coming from the number 7 and forward Kajali Conte. Kajali, can they get something? Rifle that ball in. That was a weak one coming from Conte Kajali. And he is one of the youngest, if not the youngest players for this Brufut side. His left-footed drive could not trouble the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper for the champions, Sesidat Kujabi, the champions are currently having their noses in front, leading by a goal to nil. And the goal scored so far came from somebody who scored in the initial final and once again scored in the replay final.
Yeah, it's not a surprise because currently Foni have been the better side moving forward, taking the game onto Brufut. They have been the most threatening team, going forward. And you can see, the plan for the Gaffer is definitely working for him because Famara and then Dauda have given, have bring more stability at the heart of the midfield. Creating that freedom for ML and Co to run into space whenever Foni are taking progression forward. And you can see where he scored, that header, the run that he made, he went for the space that he was looking for, and fortunately for him, the ball find him in a better position, and he made no mistake. He got that ball, at the back of the net, and the goalkeeper was just helpless. To dance to the melody of that ball as the ball landed behind the back of the net. Amazing goal and amazing build-up for Foni.
Thank you very much. Sesidat Kujabi, earlier on Saliu Jalo, Lamin Jara. It is currently the champions Foni 1, Brufut 0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Indeed, a jam-packed Box Bar Mini Stadium. It is the West Coast Zonal replay final, or the late Keba Bojang West Coast Zonal replay final between champions Foni and Brufut. And it is currently the boys in blue colors, the champions, are currently leading by a goal to nil, and they got their noses in front, courtesy of Mod Lamin Koli. Mod Lamin Koli scored the equalizer in the initial final. Between Foni and Brufut. Brufut scored first, courtesy of Amar Jajo. Mod Lamin Koli got an equalizer for the champions before Ismaila Sonko getting the second for Brufut. And Captain Famara Jajo brought the game to parity for the champions to force the game to a replay. And here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, once again, Mod Lamin Koli scored the only goal for the champions. And Coach Ibrahim Kamara and his boys are currently leading by a goal to nil against the Sanementereng boys of Brufut, who are currently under the guidance of Ibrahim Agay, assisted by Babukar Banora. And in case you're just joining us, it is coming to you live from the Boxbar, live on LSTV1. The champions are currently leading by a goal to nil. It is Foni 1, Brufut nil. And in case you're just joining us, Brufut is starting with Sehdafe in goal. Keba Marena for Babukar Koli number 2. Nuha Jata Yankuba Saho. Babukar Demba. This time it is Kajali now. Floats that ball forward. Trying to reconnect the advancing player. Not a great one coming from Kajali. Ibrahim Asise lost possession partly. Can they get something? Kambi trying to retrieve the ball once again, and already this time it's a set piece. It's a set piece for Brufut, indeed at a great position. They need a dead ball specialist Saleh Jalo to deliver this set piece. It is indeed at a great position. Currently the champions having their noses in front. Brufut needs to score or else it's going to be another victory for the champions Foni, and in doing so they're going to retain the crown.
Well, looking at how defensive Foni side is, and they are the one that is leading Brufut here. A Brufutarian will never stop believing, but of course to find that goal to restore parity will be very difficult. They have to keep on searching, and they have to make good use of their opportunity or their chances, or else like Foni might put the damage on them. But then it is never over until it is all over. The Brufut that we saw in this year's competition, they might surprise anyone.
Ismaila now floats that ball forward. Block in there partly. Can they get something? Brufut once again. Another block in there coming from the champions Foni. Partly done, and Brufut will solely allow that ball to roll out for a throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in for the boys in white. Yankuba Saho floats that ball forward. And center forward Omar Jajo receives that ball. He scored the first goal in the initial final, and in the replay final, Brufut trailed by a goal to nil. Omar Jajo squares that ball on the other end. Ball been taken once again. This time desperately cleared by the champion.
This is what we're loving now. The goalkeeper of Brufut, that is of course Setafe, is on a holiday now. Musa Koli is the busiest in front of his defense line. They are asking questions. They want to restore parity before the break.
There we go. This time into the gloves of the netminder. That was a decent one coming from Suleiman Kambi, and Suleiman got the equalizer in the 1-1 draw between Brufut and Brikama at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. It is currently Foni 1, Brufut nil. This time around, it's a great run and a chase coming from the netminder Sehdafe. Gather that ball with ease. Ismaila Sonko dispossessed. It's a busy technical area for head coach Ibrahim Kamara and head coach Ibrahim Agay. Is another one, a strong one. And we have already played 41 minutes unofficial. It is 41 Brufut nil from the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and the game is live, and it is live on LSTV1. We are definitely loving it, all what we have seen and currently seeing at the Boxbar Mini Stadium as the champions Foni take on the Sanementereng boys of Brufut. Approaching halftime here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Will Foni be able to hold on, or are we going to see the Sanementereng boys of Brufut getting or bringing this game to parity before the end of the first half? Remains to be seen. Quickly taken, partly done. Ismaila Sonko this time into the gloves of the goalkeeper.
What a save from Musa Koli again. I don't know why he was on the bench on the 29th of December, but this is the same goalkeeper who was on the starting lineup against Costa in the group stage. And you look at how he saved that one. A bouncing ball, a deflected shot, but he was rooted to the ground to put a save. And Foni breathe again. This is just a top notch of a saving. This is a Champions League Pavati. But this is a Champions League save rather. But what a strike from Brufut. It's like we're seeing a different Brufut now in the final touches of the first half.
There we go. Lively moments. That was an incredible save coming from the goalkeeper Musa Koli. And Musa is currently receiving attention from the medics at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and this will certainly give the opportunities to both Gavas to have a word or two with their players. Head coach Ibrahim Gay is currently having a discussion with his players, and equally head coach Ibrahim Kamara for Foni is also having that discussion with his players as the goalkeeper for Foni, Musa Koli, received medical attention from the medics. Lamin Jara, 43 minutes on the clock, approaching half-time. The champions having their noses in front.
Yeah, this is very, very uncharacteristic about the champions Foni in this tournament. Remember in the group stages, there was never a game that they found themselves leading, except the only game they won against today's finalist, that is Brufut. And again, when they came into that final on the 29th, on 2 occasions they were behind. Somehow they forced it to a replay. But today, in the case of when they were needed to show character, when they were needed to show why they are champions, they stepped up in the 32nd minute. But that was a gem of a goal. The set play and having the technique just to connect to that ball, to brush his head and beat goalkeeper Sekdave, who had absolutely no chance. That was first class. But again, the champions are leading by a goal to nil, thanks to that man who is lying down attending treatment, because on 2 occasions he has been called, on 2 occasions he has been brilliant. As halftime does loom large, it's about, can Brufut now get themselves on level terms, or can Brufut go and have a very good halftime team talk and come again and give the second half an almighty go, or else it's going to be champions twice a row. But this game is not over yet. You feel Brufut, especially in the second half, when they are attacking the basket line end of the ground, they will have a chance.
There we go. The goalkeeper for the champions, Musa Koli. What a save. What an acrobatic save coming from the netminder. He is currently receiving attention from the medics. We have almost exhausted the entire minutes, but still the goalkeeper is currently receiving attention from the medics. Indeed, at the jam-packed Boxbar Mini Stadium, it's a huge and a massively attended replay final. Once again, we were here on the 29th. We thought the 29th was going to give us the biggest turnout, but when we are back again at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, once again and yet again, it is the Boxbar Mini Stadium full to its capacity in the replay final between the champions Brufut and Foni. Sesirat Kujabi, I think we need to give commendation to the people of West Coast region for turning out massively once again to watch this final.
Yeah, Pa, you rightly put it. West Coast is known as the best coast, one of the biggest footballing zones in the Gambia, and we have demonstrated that number and times and numbers that we are one of the best footballing zone when it comes to the length and the breadth of the country, and when it comes to the numbers or the turnouts, it can be compared to any other zone in the Gambia, and it's something that doesn't surprise us, because we have been here in the first edition, the second edition, and the third edition. We are only getting bigger and better as the zonal competition, get to new heights and new levels. So the turnout, have been very impressive, and we encourage the entire West Coast to keep up the momentum, because this game is definitely for the fans, and it cannot progress to the level that we so desire without our fans, turning out to show support and solidarity, because the fans are the biggest stakeholders when it comes to the game. Away from that, that attack was a very great build-up coming from Brufut, and I think it's one of their best build-ups so far we have seen, from these Sanementrem boys in these first 45 minutes, and the save was just spectacular. It was a great save, and then I wonder, Brufut, this is what they are trying to do, hold the ball and then try to spread the field, look for loopholes where they can break through between the lines, and they have shown that in that pass attack, and we hope to see whether they can replicate one or two of such attacks, and if they are able to produce the likes of such attacks, this game is far from over.
Thank you very much, Lamin Sesidat Kujabirada. Earlier on, Lamin Jara and Salih Ojalo It is currently Foni 1, Brufut 0. And we have already seen 3 minutes of additional time. We have under 3 minutes before the central referee Lamin Jara and his team will bring an end to the first half. And the first half between the champions Foni and Brufut in the West Coast Zonal replay final. It is the goalkeeper for the champions Musa Koli, who is currently with the ball, asking his players to calm down. He's now urging his players to move forward. And shortly we will surely get you the half-time scores in the GFF Men's Division 1 as the Brikama based club Brikama United leading the champions Real de Banjul by goal to nil at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. And in the other scores, at half-time, it is Falcons 0, Marimo 0, and Hawks 2, TMT 0 in Kabakel. And back to the Boxbar Mini Stadium where we are currently having the West Coast Zonal replay final between Foni and Brufut. The champions on the attack, and this time rewarded by the central referee. We have under few minutes before central referee Lamin Jara and his team will bring an end to the contest, will bring an end to the first half rather. There is that communication. They are using the communication device. Aliu Jallo probably, this might be, and the goalkeeper is down once again. The goalkeeper is down. The goalkeeper for Foni Musa Koli is down once again. He is down. He seems to be in pain, Aliu Jallo. This might not be a very good news for Coach Ibrahim Kamara and his boys of Foni.
Yeah, like he's pointing on his back. You know, he's touching on his back. And Musa Koli probably those stretches that he was forced to might be the result of that. But then like they will never want to lose him. But they have another fantastic deputy goalkeeper. And of course who is on the bench right now. He was on the starting lineup. Probably they learned from their mistakes in the first game, in the first final, the 29th of December. But they will never want to lose Musa Koli. If he's not playing that Northern African tactic on Brufut, but I believe, and that is the first service of Pafadi here, Musa Koli have an ample time for treatment.
Thank you very much, Aliu Jallo. Earlier on, Sidat Kujabi and Lamin Jara. It is half-time at the box bar and half-time between Foni and Brufut. Half-time in the West Coast Zonal replay final. And the only goal came courtesy of Mod Lamin Koli, and Mod Lamin Koli's lone goal is the difference. And the difference between the champions Foni and Brufut. This is where we will solely hand the mic to our colleagues in Aliu Jallo and Lamin Jara for some reactions as far as the first half is concerned. And any moment from now, we will have Aliu Jallo and Lamin Jara in front of the screens for some halftime talk as far as the first half is concerned. But it is currently halftime at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Foni 1, Brufut 0.
Here to do the presentation. Any moment from now, Universal Sound. Like I said, big thanks once again. We'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Lord Mayor Ahmed Talib Bensouda, and of course our National Assembly member for Latrikunda Ward, Yaya Mente. Thank you so much, and all the dignitaries present here. We acknowledge your presence. Thank you for being here. Welcome to West Coast Region, the best and the biggest coast for that matter. And it is the replay final of the 4th edition of the West Coast Region Champion. Meanwhile, a big thanks to all the press, the media that are well, of course, all here.
You also have the National Assembly members from Foni.
Yes, the chiefs and all the National Assembly members. Not forgetting Alaji Estabo, Brikama North, Lamin, Jariba Sane, Brikama South.
I'm seeing Bajali too.
The Gambia Football Federation, and all our protocol duly observed. Thank you so much. And we're so elated. His Lordship Ahmed Talib, Ahmed Bensouda, Ahmed Talib, thank you so much.
Yes.
And the
Halftime here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, the 15th of February 2025. It is of course the holders that are leading by a goal to nil. ML Kolisera, of course, in the 27th minute is for the time being the decider between the holders, and of course Brufut here at the Boxer Mini Stadium. With me is the legendary Jara here at the Boxer Mini Stadium. Jara, first of all, we thought we are not going to have such a turnout comparing to the 29, but it's like the 15th of February 2025. Have of course Mario to more than of course that of 2024. Welcome to spectators first.
Well, if ever there is a game that anybody wants in West Coast in this country, it's the final of this tournament because of what it has produced for the past 4 years or so. There are moments you begin to wonder, do you even need to go and tell people that there is a West Coast Zonal match or a West Coast Zonal final at the box bar? Because you just need to schedule a date and people will come out. You remember on the 29th when the replay when it was 2-all, everybody thought that it was going to be on the 18th, and all of a sudden the date had to come to on the 15th. But again, there were some anxiety and some sense of nervousness as to are the people gonna come here on the 15th, because is the information gonna reach people? But again, with the justification of what we have seen all over, it's just first class, it's just remarkable. People just want this game to go on and on and on.
Absolutely, but no matter the case, no matter what happened, the trophy is leaving the sport committee tonight. And of course, coming back to the game, we haven't seen the Brufut that we saw the 29th of December when it comes to the attacking force, when it comes to their early dominance against the holders. Your own perspective on that?
Yeah, you do not blame them. I said it during the commentary that you do not blame them, because most of the time we have said this over and over. When you want good football, you don't go to finals, because normally it's very cagey. It's normally, teams are so very careful of not conceding the first goal. The plan is always not conceding, and they bit by bit they grow into the game, and whatever comes their way they take it. But again, for the fact that there is no second chance, for the fact that this giant trophy is not going to sleep in the committee's house today, it's going to go either to Foni or Brufut. And for the fact that Brufut have a point to prove, you do not blame them, because in the first final, on 2 occasions they were leading, and on 2 occasions they were pegged back. So when you play against a team of that such caliber, you do not need to rush it again. So probably the game plan was, don't rush the issue, let's go bit by bit, and when we have our chance, we take it. They almost got themselves the lead when they needed a fantastic goalkeeping from Musakoli. So, but again, all of a sudden, typical Foni, they got the lead.
The best side took the lead in the first half, that is Foni. You were in surprise. Why are you?
Well, I'm a little bit surprised. Perhaps little bit Foni might be the best team in the first half. But then again, with all due respect to Foni, they are champions. But I think you got to give credit to Brufut, because they came. They man them strike for strike. They kept them at bay. They make them not to create chances. They forced them to make some mistakes. And Musakoli was forced to make a spectacular save. So I think that was a positive from Brufut. And then of course, if they keep on going on in the second half, it's a matter of when you feel they might have the chance that they are looking for. But again, when you play against this Foni team, they are capable of doing anything, don't they?
Are you going to see, are we expecting a different Brufut in the second half after a couple of chances in front of goal was put to stop by the reliable goalkeeper Musakoli? Are you seeing a different Brufut? Are you seeing a hungry Foni to put this game to bed?
Well, now this is where the credentials of being a champion come into play. You are leading by a goal to nil into halftime. Second 45, you are now asking, Ibrahim Kamara will be asking, do I need to close the door or do I need to go and get a cushion? So that's a very critical point for Foni. And again, you wouldn't bet against Brufut to come out and say, we do not have anything in the next 45. We only have one objective, that is we have to score, and they come out. So, but again, when you play against Foni and you want to force the game, when you leave yourself behind, we know we have Idrissa Kamara, we know we have Emel Koli who just scored the goal, we know we have Dauda Sane who can just place that ball, we know we have the captain Famara who can just from eye of a needle do anything. Brufut have to be very careful. But again, they don't have to sit back in the second 45.
Thank you very much, Jara. I will join you in the commentary next later on. Let me engage this Abisante. Ladies and gentlemen, Musa Collins goal in the 26 to 27 minutes is still the desire here. We're going, of course, they enter the locker room and I will engage the humble Vicente. And of course, I will ask him this question. There is money in his book. There is money. I stand them corrected. Can we check the book? Let's check the book. Let's check the book. Just view the book. View the book for me. Hold this for me. Am I not right?
Salim. Anyway, thank you very much. Let me tell you one thing about books. Besides knowledge, you get wealth. So that is why it's good to be keeping money in the books, so that your children will learn to get money. You don't just get money without learning, you learn to get money.
Important. Humble Vicente, the 29th of December couldn't provide a winner. And of course, they returned the baton back to the 15. It was the 18. But we know what the 18 means for the country. And everybody have to smile because you live in the smiling coast of West Africa. But back to here. Grassroots football, local football, and its best. Humble Vicente, you must be very pleased with this.
Very happy to be back here. And more so, we are even being joined by KMC. The Carnifing Municipal Council is here. They are represented here by their Lord Mayor, among other members of parliament in the KM.
Meaning the entire KMC is here?
They are here. They are here. So this is telling you West Coast is the best coast, is real. Because even KM is actually coming here to see what is happening and how we are doing it here. And I must tell you this, I spoke with Babu Karnani, one of the journalists among others, who was so impressed with the organization and everything about the whole thing. So I believe definitely we are doing well. Yes, we will need to improve on certain areas, on certain things, but eventually we are doing well. And trust me, Saliu, we want to thank you, the media, thank you in person, because you dedicate almost your entire program week in, week out to talk about the West Coast Zonals as well as the finals today. So thank you very much to you. Thank you very much to all media personnel in West Coast region and actually in the country, as well as apparently to your media houses. Even those who have their own platforms, we want to thank them. It's a wonderful thing definitely to be here. And for me, my pride is in seeing young talent being showcased. And that is one of the things I really like. We are seeing young kids being showcased to the point that people will say, "Man, can I keep? Who is this one? Jumala Nyinti." It means we don't know some of these players. And it is good that we don't know them because they are playing in their villages, in their communities, where you and I don't go to report. And it's only when they come here that we actually start asking, who is this one or who is that one? So I believe we should make sure that sport is not only decentralized, but also resources pumped in some of these communities, in these zones, to be able to harness the talent. Football or sport is not within the greater Banjul area. It's beyond there. And if you look at it, even the Gambian national teams in the past used to have players from the various regions in this country. Just that some of them may be staying in Brikama or Serekunda or Banjul, and they end up being seen as people from the greater Banjul area. But they actually hail from Basse, from Bansam, from Biam, from Kuntaur, from Kaur, and so on and so forth. So really, I'm so happy that we are here. And today, history is going to be made.
The trophy will leave this sport committee today.
History will be made.
Thank you.
Because the defending champions, Foni, if they win, they would have won it back to back.
For the first time.
Brufut, if they win, they would have won it for the first time.
Thank you.
And so for me, it is going to be West Coast that is going to be the definite overall winner, regardless of the results today.
The trophy stays in West Coast.
West Coast region. And we are happy that definitely everybody is out, despite other activities going on today, but we see have a crowd that we can be proud of.
Thank you so much, Humble Vicente. That is Humble Vicente. Quickly, my brother and boss in the media, Over a hungry Foni and a determined Brufut. You're taking the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, so far, even though I came a little bit late because I was stuck in traffic, but I must say the boys did well compared to their previous performances as well. But this is a crucial moment. Despite their good display, getting a win for now, getting the lead for now, it's about now being more focused, being more consistent. Well, all in all, I think they performed well in the first half, but I saw some, how do I put it, some lack of concentration especially from the wing players, but that is understandable because of, again, the pressure. But now I think they are getting used to the pressure now because it's not the first time. They are defending champions and they want to maintain this. The fact that it was supposed to be on the 18th and now it's been drawn back to the 15th, I think it puts more nerves down, and we're looking forward to see how we do then in the second half.
Well, we have seen a different Foni compared to the 29th. They were pegged first and then the rest of the party the two eyes, but coming back to the 15th, they have to score first. Is it a lesson learned?
Yeah, so these are messages that we personally, we kept engaging the technicians that in most cases we are always trailing at the start and then having to have the pressure to equalize and then have a turnaround. So now it's a different case. We didn't want that to happen this time around. We wanted the advantage to be on us so that we can be able to calm our nerves and move forward.
A 1-0 scoreline is a very dangerous scoreline, but are you seeing Brufut restoring parity in this game and of course catapulting this final to the lottery?
I have seen Foni adding more goals if they continue the determination. Gunjur, though, Brufut, Foni do not have to be complacent because we've seen, they are very clinical in front of goal. So these are issues that really Foni need to be very careful. What I'm seeing Foni adding more goals.
We were expecting Oba on the commentary decks, Real de Panjul and Brikama. Why is Oba at the Box Mini Stadium?
So we work on schedules, and I am not scheduled for Brikama Real de Panjul. I am scheduled for BST.
Your press must reach heaven. I mean, your press must reach heaven. That's why you're here.
Oh yeah. I mean, this was a day that I wouldn't leave anything for it.
Well, overall, the spectators, the turnout, community football at its best.
Wow, massive. I think just because Zonal Sports Committee must be commended. They deserve a tap on the back because anytime they stage, even if they have to do a replay again, I mean the turnout is always more massive. There were complaints about the ticket, about the price of the ticket, whether people will afford to pay, but I think the answer is obvious.
Thank you very much, Oba, and good luck.
Amen. Good luck to us.
I will say amen to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we close the chapter here, and of course, before you go to the second half, Foni are leading Brufut by a goal to nil. ML Kohli, the goal scorer, and of course from an assist, from a set piece. This was just brilliant. We love that. This was just brilliant.
Welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama for the continuation of the live commentary in the West Coast Region Zonal Replay Final between champions Foni and Brufut. Few minutes into the second half, and it is currently Brufut having a man down, back on his feet. Marina picks possession for the boys in white Brufut, trailing by a goal to nil. They are currently trailing by a goal to nil against the champions Foni. It's a long one. Kajali now. Will he be able to keep that ball in play? Kajali struggles on the other end. Goal kicked, signaled by the central referee Lamin Jara. And Lamin in this contest is assisted by his team of officials. It's a goal kick for the champions Foni. And the netminder Musa Kohli will get this. Kohli asking his central defenders to move forward. And currently Aliu Manga and Landing Jaju are the two central defenders for the champions. The goalkeeper launched that ball around the center circle. A strong header coming from Brufut. Play on, says the central referee Ismaila Sonko, who scored one of the goals in the initial final. It is Brufut currently trying to pick possession already. Start, and currently the champions having their noses in front. Foni 1, Brufut nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Indeed a noisy background, and all the noise coming from the Box Bar Mini Stadium very close to our commentary decks is the supporters of Brufut. On the other end of the pavilion is another extraordinary support base behind the champions Foni. Ismaila Sonko this time, and the central referee is now asking the champions too long. Ismaila Sonko. Sonko wrestled down. Nothing given by the central referee, and this time it is Ajiba. Idris Ajiba rewarded by the central referee. Ball being taken quickly on central referee. Lamin Jara is now asking the players to get the ball back. And we are definitely loving it. The fan base behind Brufut is just top class. Another extraordinary fan base behind the champions Foni. They are leading by a goal to nil, and leading by a goal to nil against Brufut. Idris Ajiba on the other end, around the democracy end. Tricky and Pacey lays that ball forward. This time Brufut regained possession, and finally the ball struck the central referee and will be handed back to Brufut. And the referee Lamin Jara will surely hand the ball back to the central defender Babu Karkone. Brufut around the centre circle, currently trailed by a goal to nil. It is the central defender who launched that ball forward. Not a great one around the center circle once again. Foni regained possession as he is the holding midfielder. And number 3 for the Foni base side, Dauda Sane. Dauda floats that ball to Idrissa. Idrissa tricky and Pacey. Is that going to be a yellow card? Of course, yes. That's a yellow card to Babu Karkoli. And a timely interception. That was indeed at a great position. Where he was heading to, that must be costly for Brufut.
Yeah, the foul is worthy of taking because the player is surging forward in a way that he almost beat past every defender that is in front of him. And from that spot, he's going to make an in-swinger into the 18-yard. And Brufut, Foni have outnumbered the Brufut defense line. So I think it's worth taking the risk.
There we go. It worth taking the risk. Babu Karkoli shown a yellow card. It is indeed at a great position once again. Foni scored from a similar position in the first half. Will they be able to get the second? Remains to be seen. It's going to be taken by Idrissa Jiba. Oh, Modlamin Kone. Who is going to deliver this? Who is going to take this? Modlamin Kone. This time around, central referee just there in time to award an infringement to Brufut, and Sedafe in goal for Brufut is currently rewarded by the central referee Saliu Jallo. Both sides picking it from where they left it. This final wouldn't be an easy one, wouldn't be an easy replay final. We've seen a great first half, and just in the beginning of the second half, both sides just pick it from where they left it in the first half.
Well, if you're expecting Foni, here they come again with their captain, of course, trying to put the game beyond reach. Here comes the number 20, cross comes in. Side netting. Well, but then, Fati, if you were expecting Foni to sit back and defend that lead, you must be fooling yourself. I'm telling you. They want to put the game beyond the reach of Brufut, and Brufut have, of course, a big game in a big tax in their hand. They have to restore parity. They have to score as early at this time before, of course, in the final 20 minutes to play. Foni are on the brink of writing history. Likewise, Brufut, Pafati. It is going to be a historic moment.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. And earlier on, Sidat Kujabe. It is the turn of Brufut, who trail by a goal to nil. Sehdafe, the goalkeeper, launch in a long one into the half of the champions. And this time is the time for the netminder. Is the time for the custodian for the champions, Foni Musa Koli. Musa Koli, the goalkeeper for Foni, and Sehdafe in goal for Brufut. There is a player down injured for Brufut on the other end of the champions, and central referee Lamin Jara will solely get down to the player in question, and the player is a player for Brufut. He is currently down injured, and he is currently in pain and will be assisted by the medics. It is indeed a noisy background from the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and the noise very close to our commentary decks is the supporters of Brufut, the Sanementereng boys, and on the other end of the pavilion is another extraordinary fan base behind the champions at a hugely attended replay final. Indeed, Boxbar Mini Stadium full to its capacity. We have some fans sitting on top of the fence to watch. Any angle of the Boxbar Mini Stadium is full to its capacity. Head coach Ibrahim Gay currently having a word with Suleiman Kambi of Brufut. Brufut trailed by a goal to nil, and we believe it's going to be an early substitution. It's going to be an early substitution. Trailing by a goal to nil. Chor will be introduced any moment. And that's the restart. The champions launch again. Idrissa Jiba, tricky and pacey. Idrissa Jiba now, left-footed drive. This time is not going to be an offside. Yes, flagged by the assistant referee on the other end. Idrissa Jiba is indeed a tricky and a pacey player, causing a lot of problems for Brufut on the democracy, around the democracy end of the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Any moment from now, Abdul Karim Chor will be introduced by the Sanementereng boys of Brufut, and the head coach is having a word. Benzema, yeah. It's only been introduced.
One of the oldest players, one of the most experienced players of Brufut.
There we go. Benzema. Abdul Karim Chor will be introduced any moment from now. Number 10. Number 10 for Brufut. Abdul Karim Chor will be introduced any moment from now. Brufut trailed by a goal. And Brufut, the goalkeeper, Foni, will be introduced. He is going to 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 be in the same group, and they were in the same group of Group B, and in that group we have Foni, Brufut, Brikama, Costa and Lamen, and in the fourth game for Brufut, is a substitution, an early substitution. Babukar Demba is off and replaced by Abdul Karim Chor. Sehda Fe, the goalkeeper. Back to the central defender. Brufut will start the play from their own half. 10 minutes into the second half. It is still the champions Foni 1, Brufut 0. A strong header coming from Aliu Manga. Aliu to his defensive partner, and the defensive partner is Landing Jajo. Landing Jaju plays that ball short on the left side of Foni's defense, and already the flag is raised against the champions. And Foni, or this time it is Brufut, desperately in need. Ismaila Sonko! Another left-footed drive coming from Sonko, and that was decently blocked in there by the central defenders of the champions, Foni.
There is Demba asking questions again and again. You know, the first strike was in the first half, and the second strike from Demba is into the second half, and it resulted to a corner. Brufut are looking for that equalizing goal, Pavati.
Kajali Conte will get that. Floats that ball around the area, eludes almost every other player. Can they keep that ball in play? Already the flag is against Brufut.
That is a big relief for Foni, the team that is leading. Well, the passing ball couldn't have a touch from any of the players. That could have been the equalizing goal. But what a set piece, what a corner kick taken by, of course, the number 7, that is Kajali Conte. I believe Foni need to wake up from these set pieces.
There we go, a goal kick for the champions. Musa Koli, the goalkeeper, will get that. At the jam-packed Boxbar Mini Stadium, it is the replay final, and in the replay final, we must have a winner. We must have a winner. It should be either Foni or Brufut to be crowned champions. It is either Brufut or Foni, and currently advantage champions Foni. It's going to be an attack coming from Brufut, and Foni clears that ball desperately. Kajali Conte trying to keep that ball in play. A great run coming from the lad Kajali Conte, but fails to keep that ball in play as the ball rolls out. Is the centre forward Omar Jajo. Omar plays that ball short to Kajali Conte. Kajali trying to have some tricks there. Team captain Ibrahim Assisen now lays that ball to Marena. Marena is one of the central defenders. Floats that ball forward, partly headed out. Suleiman Kambi drills that ball low. Aliu Manga just there in time, clears that ball desperately for the champions. Brufut continue to search and search for an equalizer, but so far so good. It is still the champions. Ismaila Sonko, this time around Kambi once again. It's going to be a corner.
If Brufut are to restore parity, it should be now. It should be now. Before Foni understand the problem, before Foni spot out that problem. If Brufut are to restore parity, it should be now, Bavati.
If Brufut are to restore parity, it should be now, now and now. From the Boxbar Mini Stadium, another header, badly done by Foni. Danger not averted. Left-footed drive. That was another close one coming from the boys in all white. The boys in white shorts and blue shorts. It is Yankuba Saho with a left-footed drive. That was a great one, Sidat Kujani.
Yeah, Brufut are definitely on top of their game. You can see they are putting too much of pressure on the Foni team. And since the restart of the second half, I think Brufut have been the better team, moving forward. But then football is all about moment. Whenever you are on top of your moment, that's the time you need to capitalize on their chances. We have seen them come closer on numerous occasions. The other time, the striker went for power instead of, squaring the ball to the far end of the pitch, which resulted to a corner. We have seen that corner, been swing in from Kambi, the young attacker for Brufut, and the ball pass every player decked out in all white. And yet again, another chance come onto their way. So I believe Salim is right. If there is a moment for Brufut to restore parity, it's now before it is too late.
There we go. Once again, it is Brufut to Soy. Abdul Karim Chor, who came on as a substitute. could not keep that ball in play. It's going to be another goal kick, and Foni wouldn't be in any hurry. They are not in any hurry because they are currently leading by a goal to nil. Saluja.
Absolutely not in a hurry. And looking at the way Brufut is playing, it's like a determined side for now. A determined side in the second half. I don't know what are the messages that are put into the players' ears, but I've seen the president of the Brufut Zonal, Brufut Sport Committee, that is Alaji Chamno Suare, coming from the locker room, during that halftime, he went straight to the locker room. Having a word with the players is a sign of encouragement, a sign of motivation, and make them believe that they can rest by the team. But Foni as well, the Council of Elders were inside the Foni's dressing room, and they have to speak to their players. On this day, there is no margin for error, Pavati.
On this day, no margin for error. And no margin for error. From the Boxbar Mini Stadium live on LSTV1. And these two sides were in the same group. And the last fixture, this time, Marena just there in time. Another strong header straight into the gloves of the custodian Sehdafe. There is a player down injured for Foni. And there is a player down injured for Foni. Lamin Jara, 60 minutes unofficial on the clock. It is still the champions hold on.
Yeah, 60 minutes played and we have played an hour and champions are leading by a goal to nil. And we cannot say they don't deserve it. To me, I think they've been brilliant. They have been forced by Brufut, not to not to open up and play their style of game. But again, when their moment came, they just pounce on it and they lead. And they are never relenting. You could see them anytime they surge forward. They just want to go and score the next goal. Probably that will be the killer of this game. But again, never rule this Brufut team out. So long as it's 1-0, Foni, Brufut are always in it. I think the next goal here is going to determine a lot in this game. Whether penalty shootout or whether Foni are going to run away with it. But so long as it's 1-0 par, it's not over. But again, Brufut have made the halftime team talk. Brufut have made the substitutions. And they are yet to beat the goalkeeper, Musa Kwali, who has been fantastic for Foni. But again, it's all to play for. It's a final, and you do not need all the possession. You do not need all the chances. You only need a moment. And when the moment came, in the 32nd minute of the first half, it fell to the champions Foni. But Brufut will hope and pray that they also have one moment that falls to them. But remember, the last time they were here at the box bar to play against Brikama, they scored a belter in the 93rd minute. So it's still game on par.
It's still game on, and it is still game on in the West Coast Zonal replay final, and the replay final between Brufut and Foni. Coming to you live from the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube at the commentary desk for Lamin Fadi, Zesida Pujabi, Saliu Jalo and Lamin Jara. Behind the camera for LSTV as usual, Osman and Nimas at the time. And in case you're just joining us, Foni the champions starts with Musa Koli in goal, Modlamin Koli, Suleiman Jiba, Lamin Kamara, Aliu Manga, Landing Jaju, Famara Jaju, Bakari Kujabi, Dauda Sane, Idrissa Jiba and Omar Nyase. And Brufut starts with Sehdafe, Babukar Koli, Keba Marena, Noah Jata, Yankuba Saho, Babukar Demba, who is already substituted, Ismaila Sonko, Ibrahima Sise, Suleiman Kambi Kajali Conte and Omar Jaju. And Brufut is currently under the guidance of head coach Ibrahima K, assisted by Babukar Banora. And on the other dog is Ibrahima Kamara and Amadou Tamba, serving as head coach and assistant. This time it is Foni once again. Modlamin chases the goalkeeper for Brufut Sehdafe, this time serving as a sweeper keeper. Brufut in their own half lost possession partly. The champions regain possession. Foni dressed in blue colors. The number 10 for Foni, Suleiman Jiba, to the author of the only goal scored, who lays that ball forward. Suleiman once again. It is Foni currently having it tough against Brufut. Brufut trying to clear their line. This time, can they get something? Another header. Team captain Famara. It is Famara Jaju, the team captain. Ismaila Jiba now. Idrissa Jiba rather. Idrissa Jiba number 7 this time around, penalized by the central referee. Lamin Jara, and Lamin in this contest assisted by Sanamani, Augustus Mendy, Musa Ese and Hamadi Janko is serving as the match commissioner. In case you're just joining us, all the noise that you're getting from the background is coming from the supporters of Foni. We are are definitely loving it. It is did I say Foni? There we go. That is the support base of Brufut. And on the other end is the support base of the champions Foni. It is currently Foni 1, Brufut 0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Indeed a lively contest, but advantage to the champions. Are they retaining the crown? If they are to retain the crown, they just need to hold on. Will they be able to hold on? Suleiman can be shot forward. Foni on a defensive walk. Clear that ball partly. It's going to be a substitution for the champions any moment from now, Salih Jalo.
Well, they're getting ready. Of course, other players ready, fresh legs. I believe they need it right now to control the tempo, to control the game. They need fresh legs in this game. That is Foni for you. You know, Brufut have been piling pressure up, and you have seen the goalkeeper, of course, of Brufut, turning defender here. But Foni are still hungry. They have a very good side. Coming from the bench, you might think doubters into believers. You might be the hero, but for the time being, Emil Kohli is the most important man of the land of Foni right now.
Lamin Kohli's goal is the difference. Is the difference between Foni, the champions, and Brufut coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Suleiman Kambi trying to keep that ball in play. Currently having a toss. Is that going to be a throw in? Yes. It's a throw in for the champions this time. Foni will benefit from that throw in. Lamin Kamara will get that. Lamin Kamara, the left back. It's a long one. He's going to take that again. Lamin Kamara, the number 13 for the champions. And the last time Foni and Brufut played was a victory for the champions Foni in a game played in Foni. That was in the group stages. In the initial final, it ended 2-2 between Foni and Brufut. And we are back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium for the replay final. Brufut lost possession. Abdul Karim Chor lost possession. Idrissa Jiba tricky and pacey. Idrissa Jiba. Can Foni get something from this? Not a great one. It is Marena, team captain Ibrahim Assise. From the right to the left. Abdul Karim Chor heads that ball. Kajani. A substitution for the champions. Foni with a double substitution. They are having a double substitution. A dual substitution for the champions. Number 11 and 9 introduced. Number 9 Abubakar Jiba and number 11 Seni Nyasi introduced. Seni Nyasi and Abubakar Jiba. It is Brufut. And Brufut this time penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. Abubakar Jiba, number 9. Abubakar Jiba introduced for the champions. And Seni Nyasi. Seni Nyasi and Abubakar Jiba introduced for the champions Foni. Aliu Manga, the central defender, launched that ball, long and high one, around the center circle. Dauda Sane for the champions. Foni launching another one. Foni will try to chase and Brufut guards that ball off the area and it's a goal kick. Foni wouldn't be in any hurry, whilst Brufut are desperately in need for an equalizer. Will they be able to get an equalizer? They need to get an equalizer or else it's going to be a retention. It's going to be retention for the champions. The champions are on course to retain the crown. Will they be able to hold on to this 1-0 advantage? Will they be able to hold on to this 1-0 advantage? This must be the biggest ambition, but also the biggest question. Brufut head, Aliu Manga heads that ball partly. Brufut will try to launch Suleiman Kambi once again. Suleiman got the equalizer in the 1-1 draw against Brikama at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Marena, the central defender, Keba to his defensive partner. It is Brufut now, currently enjoying possession in their own half. Lays that ball forward. Will they be able to keep that ball in play? And currently, Aliu Manga guards that ball off the area. Foni will have the opportunity to effect it in a throw-in. Time definitely running out for Brufut. It is currently 70 minutes on the clock unofficial.
Absolutely, we don't like when the number 10 comes. That is, of course, Benzema for Brufut. It might change, of course, the mantra. It might change the approach as well. But the pressure has been slowing now for Brufut, and Foni are breathing fresh air again. You know, 1-0 is always a dangerous scoreline per party. But we have seen Brufut never relenting, never surrendering. There's still time to build up to that equalizing goal. Can it come before of course, the final minutes of this game? It remains the biggest question. But Foni are also not relaxing. They are trying to put the game beyond the reach of Brufut. A second goal for Foni might be a game over for Brufut Pavati.
A second goal for the champions Foni might be an end to Brufut. But anyway, it is never over until it is all over. A long one, Marena floats that ball forward. Suleiman Kambi tries to keep that ball in play. Finally, into the gloves of the custodian Musa Koli. Musa Koli wouldn't be in any hurry. The champions leading by a goal to nil. On the verge of defending the crown. Will they be able to defend it? There we go, leading by a goal to nil. Another attack coming from Foni once again. Can they get something? Float that ball forward. Blocked in there by Ibrahim Assise. Ibrahim Assise, the team captain. Babukar Kohli this time. Back to the goalkeeper Seh Dape for the Sane Mentereng boys of Brufut. From the right to the left. This time it's a great run. It's a great run on the final touch on the left back for the champions. Suleiman Kambi once again. Suleiman plays that ball short. Abdul Karim Chor. Kambi Suleiman floats that ball. Solid defensive work coming from the boys in blue, the champions Foni. It is a lively moment, a lively contest, a lively replay final from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Kajali Conte to team captain Ibrahim Assise. Brufut now trying to get something. Will they be able to get an equalizer? We're currently having the entire players of Foni behind the ball. Ball being headed out partly. Famara team captain, great control and tone. Idrissa Jiba lays that ball forward. It's going to be another attack. Abubakar Jiba. Abubakar Jiba slips in the process. Play on, says the central referee. Lively contest, lively second half. Saliu Jallow will definitely loving this game. And this game could go either ways. It can be in favor of Brufut. It can also be in favor of the champions, Foni. It is definitely lovely at the Box Bar Mini Stadium.
You look at the way Foni attacks, sometimes you might think less. This is over for Brufut. But Brufut bring again. But they still believe, despite the scoreline still remain 1-0, they can still get something. And that is a set piece for Brufut. While of course the number 9, the new entrant for Foni is on the ground. He could have just drive the ball forward and try for a better angle, but he proved futile, you know. And the defender was there on the defensive mission as well. I'm seeing a resurgence of Brufut side in the second half, Pavati, and of course tired legs. From the word go, they did not relax. Unless there is a water break, unless there is a player on the ground, they have to take at least 1 minute or so for a break. But then Brufut still believe, and a goal for Brufut will surely change the mantra of this mini stadium here. A goal for Foni will rupture the nerves of Brufut and the Salamentary faithfuls.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallow. Earlier on, Sidat Kujabi, Lamin Jara. Time running out for Brufut, and the next goal will definitely change the dynamics in this contest.
Well, time running out for them, but again, if you know the history of this tournament, especially in this year, you know, time is still there. You remember on that final, you know, it was almost in the 71st minute that Brufut were pegged back for leading 2-1 for so long. And Foni themselves have been involved in a lot of late goals. And last time, when Brufut, you know, scored a goal at the Box Bar in open play in this tournament, in a game that was not the final, they needed it in the 93rd minute. So with all that into consideration, this game is not over yet, as they launch it inside the penalty area, and that was almost a good chance. But again, it's not over. By no means this game is not over.
Thank you very much, Lamin Jara. Earlier on, Salih Ujalo says Siddharth Kujabi. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the West Coast Zonal replay final. And in the replay final between Brufut and Foni. And currently the champions leading by a goal to nil. And they scored in the first half. And in the first half, courtesy of Lamin Koli. The champion still leading by a goal to nil. Will they be able to hold on? Or are we going to see Brufut getting this game to parity? Anyway, it is never over until it is all over. Suleiman Kambi is time penalized by the assistant referee's flag. Penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. And the assistant referee is Sanamane. The central referee Lamin Jara, assisted by Sanamane Augustus Mendy. Musa Esey and Hamadi Janko is the match commissioner. From the Box Bar Mini Stadium live on LSTV1. And we are live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the replay final. And it is 75 minutes on the clock. It is Foni 1, Brufut nil. The goal scorer Lamin floats that ball, caught out there by Ismaila Sonko, not for too long. The champions regain possession. Brufut's Nuha Jata. Nuha on a defensive work, Rasul down and rewarded by the central referee, and you could hear the boos coming from the supporters of Foni. They seems not to be happy with that decision from the central referee. But the central referee Lamin Jara has the final say. Assisted by Sanamane Augustus Mendy. Musa Esey and Hamadi Janko, the match commissioner. Marena floats that ball forward, long and high one. Kajali will chase straight into the gloves of the custodian Musa Koli. Foni wouldn't be in any hurry. They will use the opportunity to wind down the clock.
Abdul Karim Chor alias Benzema is sent coach to put pressure or to put pressure on the defense line of Foni, in which we are not seeing right now. We have seen, of course, a relaxed Foni defense line, the likes of Ali Manga relax. Look at the bouncing ball, the goalkeeper to the rescue. That's all. I believe they need to put more pressure in front of the defense line of Foni. And Brufut are preparing for another substitution here. They are trailing by a goal to nil. Minute 77, according to the big screen on LSTV1. The holders are still holding on to the scoreline. ML Koli, the goal scorer in the first half. And the benefit SLP is just a stone throw to the technical bench of Brufut, the San Elementary boys. They are not in a hurry. Anyhow, we'll do for Foni now. Brufut have less than 20 minutes to restore parity if they want to lay their hands of this giant 4th edition trophy. There is nothing like a replay to a replay. This is the final touches, and surely the trophy will leave the sport committee, Bafati.
It is either Brufut or Foni. The champion floats that ball forward, partly cleared by the boys in white Brufut. Danger not averted, and the only goal scored in this game came courtesy of Lamin Koli. And Lamin Koli number 2 will surely effect that corner for the champions. They wouldn't be in any hurry. The democracy end of the Box Bar Mini Stadium full to its capacity, and all the other pavilions full to their capacity. All the stands almost full to their capacity. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, to be precise. It is a corner for the champions. A corner. Foni floats that. A strong header this time coming from Lamin once again.
The goal scorer, he was left alone, and that goal. People are playing the Northern African type. They're trying to kill the time, and anyhow we'll surely do. It is never over until it is all over, Pafati. Miracles do happen in football. Miracle drama do unfold in football.
It's another attack coming from the champions. Can they get the second goal? Into the back of the net. Idris Ajiba! It's the second goal for the champions. And this time coming from Idris Ajiba. Idris Ajiba getting the second goal. And it is 2-0 in favor of the champions. Foni getting closer and closer in retaining the ground.
and their fans are in raptures. The supporters of the champions are currently in raptures. The Box Bar Mini Stadium is in raptures. We are definitely loving this. The supporters of Foni, Saliu Jallo, look at the supporters of the champions. Oh my word! Oh my word! It is the second goal, and probably this might be the killer goal. This might be the killer goal for Brufut. And the champions are getting closer. Foni is definitely getting closer and closer. They've just got themselves the second goal. This might be the killer goal. This might be the killer goal. Sasidat Kujabi. It is currently 2-0 in favor of the champions. They are getting closer, closer and closer in retaining this crown.
Yeah, I believe that's the decider for Foni. You know, that's the decider for them. The build-up to that goal is definitely very, very, very remarkable build-up. You can see, you know, how they try to destabilize, you know, the Brufut defensive organization. That was a poor defending coming from the Brufut defense line. You know, the organization is very poor. You cannot, you cannot play on at high line. You know, when the rest of the defenders are almost out, and then the last man standing, you know, the number 4 have definitely, you know, take the wrong position for Brufut, and Idrissa made no mistake as he jet his calm, cool, you know, composure, and plays the ball at the bottom near post of the goal post, and then Sekdafe was just helpless. What a goal. And Foni now have reasons to believe that they are going to defend their crown path.
Thank you very much, Sasidat Kujabi. And in case you're just joining us, it is currently the champions, Foni, and they are getting closer. They are getting closer and closer in retaining the crown. They are currently leading by 2-0, and we have under 10 minutes of normal time plus additional minutes. Sasidat Kujabi, the champions are getting closer and closer.
What a goal! Forget about the moment. Forget about they are going to retain their title. Forget about they are going closer. But what a goal from the lad. The technique, the idea, the audacity to take on the defense and run them and just, you know, cut inside and slaughter it beyond goalkeeper Sekdafe. That is a professional goal. That is a top-notch goal. If CR7 scores it, we'll talk about it for ages. If Messi scores it, we'll talk about it for ages. But this is the West Coast Zonal, and they are just living the dream. It's fantastic. To me, tomorrow, Nirisa will wake up and pinch himself and realize what was that for real. But the more you watch that goal, the better it becomes. You know, the composer, the idea was just exquisite. But again, it's game on, Pa is game on.
And that's a goal! And Brufut pulled one back. And it is a goal for Brufut. And this time coming from Abdul Karim Chor. Abdul Karim Chor pulled one back for Brufut. It is game on. It is game on, Saliu Jallo.
But we are loving this. But what, for the first time in this game, and they waited in the 83rd minute for us to see a disjointed Foni defense. 83 minutes for us to see a disjointed Foni defense. And that disjointed defense of Ali Umanga and Co. have already provided something for Brufut. Chor alias Benzema have of course put the game back to life. Finally, Musa Koli is beaten.
There we go, the netminder into the gloves of Sekdafe. Time running out for Brufut, currently trailing 2-1. It is currently 2-1 in favor of the champions. A noisy background, an incredible game, a lively game from the box bar. It is never over until it is all over. Suleiman Kambi lays that ball forward, caught out by the central defenders of the champions Foni. Ibrahim Assise, the team captain, floats that ball forward again. This time Brufut could not keep that ball in play and straight into the gloves of the netminder Musa Koli, and Musa wouldn't be in any hurry. It is 84 minutes on the clock. We have 6 minutes plus additional time for Brufut to sail, or Brufut to get an equalizer.
The pass from the number 15, that was a very good angle. That was a very good distance pass from the number 15 of course Brufut. That is of course Noah Chat.
Keita, and Chor, that is Benzema, puts it back at the back of the net. 2-1 here, and it's game on. But Brufut have less than 6 minutes to go plus additional time.
6 minutes plus additional time to save Brufut here. Will they be able to get themselves back on level terms? Remains the biggest ambition, but also the biggest question. The goalkeeper is currently down. Is that a time-wasting tactic? Anyway, that is football for you. The goalkeeper Musa Koli is currently down injured and will be assisted by the medic Saliu Jallo.
Well, you know what lies ahead. You know that the more time is killed, the more Foni will become champions in this 4th edition. And looking at the captain of Brufut having a word with the coach, the center referee. Probably the center referee is telling him, don't worry, I have the time. But Musa Koli doesn't care. He's of course spending the entire time that he's having right now, you know, all the time in the world to spend on the ground. And the fans behind of Brufut, the fans behind this Brufut Zonal team, they still believe that something might happen, miracles do happen. It is true one. We are loving this moment, Pafati. Of course, we came here, we expect goals and we saw goals. We expect drama and we have seen drama here. And into the final touches of this final, we might expect drama.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. Time running out for the boys in white Brufut. And special thanks to all those that are currently monitoring us live on LSTV from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, other parts of West Coast region, Europe, Africa and America. Wherever you might be following us, a very big tap on your shoulders. It is because of you people. This is why we are here. This is why we are here to cover. And we have key presence of the security at the Box Bar Mini Stadium to make sure every other individual coming to the Box Bar Mini Stadium to watch this in this replay final comes and go home safe. We have the security apparatus. That is the police intervention unit with us, and the goalkeeper is still receiving medical attention. Musa Koli, the custodian, is still receiving attention, still down, back on his feet, and any moment from now we will surely see a restart. We have 3 minutes of normal time before the central referee and his officials will put up minutes of additional time. Anyway, any moment from now we're going to see another substitution coming from Brufut. The goalkeeper is back on his feet. The goalkeeper for the champions back on his feet. Coach Ibrahim Kamara and his boys will hope to hold on. Will they be able to hold on? They have minimal minutes before the central referee will bring an end to this contest. Will the champions be able to hold on, or are we going to see Brufut getting this game to parity? Remains the biggest question. Say Sidat Kujabi, anything can happen. Anything in this game could happen. But anyway, we have to wait and keep waiting for the final whistle as far as the replay final between Foni and Brufut is concerned.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is doing the right thing, because at this moment, you know what Foni needs the most is to manage the results, and currently they are on the pool position, you know, to defend their crown again with a 2-1 advantage, and the goalkeeper knows that the team is definitely under pressure, so all he has to do is to buy time for the team and make sure, you know, the team, you know, get moments to relax, moment to respite, and then moment to think straight how to do, you know, the job right in their quest of defending, you know, the crown for the first time in the history of the zonal competition. No team or no zone have done it before, but Foni are on the verge of doing it, and now we have seen another substitution coming from the Brufut Gaffer. He must, go for all option, go for all gamble, because this is a final. This is where it all ended. But then he is under a few minutes before the end of the regulation time, and now we wait to see whether Brufut have what it takes, you know, to take this game to parity. But Foni have to do the needful in order, you know, to defend their 2-goal to 1 advantage part.
It's another player down injured for the champions. Already we have 2 players down injured for Foni, and the medics are already on the pitch. And it is already 2 players down injured before the champions, and the medics are already on the pitch to give medical attention. And we will surely get you some results in the GFF Men's Division 1. And it is currently 89 minutes on the clock. A minute of normal time. 5 minutes to be added on. 5 minutes 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 added on. And it's 5 minutes for Brufut to hold on, or Foni to hold on rather, and 5 minutes for Brufut to restore parity, or else the trophy will head back to Foni. There is a player still down injured for the champions, and the player is going to be substituted. Abubakar Jiba came on as a substitute, and he is currently on the stretcher and will be taken quickly by Foni of Brufut rather, and the goalkeeper will surely get that once again. Head coach Ibrahim Gay, very furious. This time around is a long one into the half of the champions. A header, a glancing one. Can they get the equalizer? Level the drive! That was definitely very close. That was definitely very close for Brufut to restore parity. Definitely very close. It's a corner, and a corner for Brufut. Time running out. 91 minutes on the clock. 91 minutes. Will Foni be able to hold on? Or can we see this time a glancing header? Badly done and no effort. Coming from Ismaila Sonko. And into the gloves of the netminder. And the goalkeeper wouldn't be in any hurry. And the supporters of Foni are now asking the goalkeeper to calm down. The goalkeeper
is smiling. He's smiling, he's loving this moment. Musa Koli, what a story. What a journey for Foni. On the brink of rising history. There is no zone that have won this trophy twice. There is no zone that have won this trophy twice.
There is no zone that won the competition twice. And Foni on the verge of retaining the crown. Foni on the verge of retaining the crown. Foni on the verge of retaining the crown. That's going to be a yellow card. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. And it's a yellow card for Lamin Kamara for Foni. It's a long one into the area. Babukar heads that ball back to the goalkeeper and said Dafe guarded that ball comfortably. 92 minutes on the clock. Aliu Manga heads that ball partly. Aliu surge forward. Plays his club football for Balosar Football Club. It is caught out by the boys in white Brufut. Brufut surge forward and the flag raised against Brufut. And Foni will use the opportunity to wind down the clock.
A busy line for Amadou Tamba.
Amadou is very busy on the technical area.
There's a play on the ground again for Foni. They are winning this and they are killing this game now.
Foni is definitely using the opportunity to wind down the clock.
Musa is on the ground again.
The goalkeeper is down and there is another player down as well. There is a player down injured for Foni. It is the player currently down and the goalkeeper is also down. Brufut needs a miracle. It is currently the supporters of Brufut still on top of their voices. Saliu Jallo, I believe if there is any award to be given to the best fan club, should definitely go to Brufut.
The breaking news is that Brufut fan club will be named the best fan club of this edition.
Of course, yes, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
They have done an amazing job under the leadership of our Kebe. She has been the social mobilizer for good food, and you can see her there with the red cap. You know, she is very influential and motivational. Their job have definitely transcended an art color to the flavor and the beauty of West Coast. It tells every Gambian that, you know, West Coast is not only about football, but we are also known to display amazing melodies and jingle around our gym, and everybody is loving what we have seen, you know, coming from the Brufut fan.
There we go. Sesidat Kujabi, Aliaron Saleu Jalo, and Lamin Jara Aliaron. A strong header coming from the champions. There is a player down injured for Brufut and wouldn't want to waste any time. Idrissa Jiba, pacey player. Idrissa Jiba. This time penalized by the assistant referee, and it's going to be a yellow card for Jiba Idrissa.
Well, absolutely. Maybe this yellow card will come back to haunt him in next season, but not today. Pafati. He doesn't care. Picking that yellow card, knowing the scoreline, what the reads.
95 minutes on the clock. 90 minutes exhausted. 5 minutes added on. A strong one coming from Brufut. A strong header coming from the champions Foni. Is that going to be the last action? The central referee is checking on his clock. Lamin Jara, the central referee. Around the center circle, Ibrahim Sise, team captain. Brufut once again. Is that going to be the last action? Can they get a shot from that angle? This time Suleiman Kambe. Suleiman lost possession. Foni regained possession once again. It's going to be another attack coming from the champions. Time running out. Time running out for Brufut. Foni on the verge. They are on the verge of retaining their crown. Idrissa Jiba once again floats that ball forward into the gloves of the custodian Sendafe. It is the champions once again. Famara, team captain. Can they get another one into the gloves of the custodian Sendafe? There we go! It is the champions Foni. It is all over the Boxbar Mini Stadium. All over. And the champions have retained their crown. Foni have retained the crown. And retained the crown after defeating Brufut 2-1 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Sesidat Kujabi, done and dusted. The champions have already defended the crown. And Foni are named once again West Coast Zonal champion.
They defended it in style. You know, the way, you know, they do it is amazing. The style of play that the Gaffer have deployed when it comes to the rematch has been very, very exceptional. I believe we have done the homework from the game that was, and they come up with a better plan to that of Brufut Gaffer, and it have definitely worked for them. You see how they execute their ideas, you know, into the game when, you know, they went all out to take the moment, and then in the second half they try to defend what they have and protect what they have, and now Foni have rewrite history, being the first team, you know, to defend it 2 times in a row is definitely remarkable from them. What a way to defend it, and Foni definitely deserve to be the crown champions power. Kudos to entire, you know, West Coast management. Kudos to the fans of both teams. Kudos to all well-wishers and supporters of West Coast football. It has been a very, very remarkable final, and it has all the ingredients to call it a successful final. Remarkable part.
Thank you very much, Sesidat Kujabi. It is done and dusted. It is done and dusted at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Brufut defeated, and that is the president of Brufut Youth and Sports Committee, and Samba Keita, the president of Foni Sports, Samba Keita, and the president of Brufut Youth and Sports Committee, Alaji Suare. Alaji Suare is already on the pitch in trying to console his players. Chorno Alaji Suare is on the pitch to console his players. Samba Keita, the president, is also on the pitch, and we have the National Assembly members. We already have the National Assembly members of Foni. They are almost everywhere in trying to celebrate with their players. We are currently seeing Almame Jiba and Co. They must be very much jubilant here. They must definitely love the way their boys did it. They did it in grand style. They are the first ever side to defend this ground.
Yeah, remarkable. This is why we said West Coast is the best coast. Best coast when it comes to football in the Gambia. You can see, everybody is trying to get involved, taking football to another height. This is something that West Coast always call for. And seeing our representatives at the House of Assembly coming down to be part of this historic and monumental day for the Foni faithful is definitely something that is we cherish for, something that worth to be commendable. And also we have seen the Lord Mayor of KMC, Ahmed Bensouda, also among the dignitaries to grace this important and monumental final, a great final. And Foni definitely, I know, are going to celebrate in grand style, especially defending it 2 times in a row. Seeing Honorable Almame and the rest of the honorables out there, we can see our brother, Tamba and Nico, have been, very excited for the job that they did, and they have to be excited because they have done a very, very remarkable job. This is what we always want to see when it comes to football in West Coast. A remarkable day for the Foni faithful part.
Thank you very much, Sidat Kujabi. Thank you very much, Sidat Kujabi. And we still coming to you live, and live from the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and live on LSTV1. It is still celebrations and celebrations for the champions Foni, being the first side to defend the crown. They became the first ever side to defend the crown and did that in grand style and grand fashion. The security apparatus are currently the security.
The first certificate is going to the Brikama Area Council. Sorry, pa. Alright, the next hour. The next hour. No. The next challenge is going to
Present this
which one? Okay, sir. Check presentation from 100,000 from the camera. Okay, there's a presentation of can we have it? That's a check presentation of 100,000 from Brikama Area Council to the West Coast. Chairman Chorno, Chawla, thank you so much. Child Fund the Gambia. Child Fund the Gambia, please. From Child Fund. Can we have the camera, please? Or a Child Fund, or a DSA certificate. Jerejef Bhai, thank you so much. Let's go sport. Sport 5, Jerejef Bhai. Child Fund the Gambia. Thank you very much. Presented by Mr. Bakari Bojan. Thank you very much.
Certificate for Chairman, Honorable Chairman Yanko Dabo.
Certificate for Chairman Yanko Dabo. And this is for Yankuba Dabo, Chairman, of course, as Chairman. Thank you for your service and thank you so much for giving that wonderful award. you so much. Well appreciated, Chairman. And Ganso, any other presentation? Dignitaries line this place. Can you arrange that, please? Ganso! Anna Ganso. Ganso! Which one is it? Huh?
Man of the match.
Do we have it right here? All right, we have a trophy here for the man of the match. And can we do this thing quickly? Who is going to give them?
Dallas family.
Huh?
Dallas family, man of the match.
And who? Almato Kele, who is the man of the match? Huh? Dallas family.
Next hour will be the man of the match.
Okay. Okay.
Next hour will be the man. And the family will take award.
All right, can we representative? The family. Okay. All right. Face the camera. Idrissa Jiba is the man of the match. You can face the camera, right? Idrissa, can we have Idrissa? From Foni, please. Of the man. Idrissa. Juba Idrissa. The name Idrissa Jane Jiba. Idrissa Jiba. Idrissa Jiba, please, from Foni. Anam. Man of the match, go to Idrissa Jiba. You can face the camera. Idrissa, you can face the camera. The man of the match up to the. Congratulations, Idrissa. Thank you so much. I'm not Bajangi Kontan. Idrissa, congratulations. Thank you.
Let's
are still waiting for the Brufut people or the Buildup people, please. Okay, give me this one. Hold on. Anybody from Buildup, please. The wheels are on to you. Thank you very much. Hold on. Thank you very much. And the next one is have the officials, they all did wonderful. And I will have the officials to first parade for the medal, and we have the Lakme Ahmed. And I hold on a bit, you guys need to hold on a bit. And I will wait now. Oh, sorry. Fantastic lineup of the dignitaries right here. Of course, from the Great Area Council to the lovely Bensura. You know, where Sabi is stylish life. We have brought around trees to the roots. Feast of heaven, United officials. Well, remember, this year, World Radio Day was celebrating climate change. And we cannot be people in the media and have nothing to do with climate change. Secondly, sports cannot go without environment. So we are giving a praise to the people of Brufut and Foni. Even though we know Foni is the greatest region in the Gambia, but these fruits you see, they are not only fruits but medicinal. One is avocado, the other is soursop. So please, on your birthdays, independence it will help to contribute to the green generation. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sabi. Trees are alive. That is the panel of referees that officiated today's game. And we have the second referee, Lamin Jara. Thank you. The first assistant, Landy. Thank you so much. The Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensura is giving the officials fantastic play, good game. And remember, all is in the loving memory of and the next, can we give a round of applause for the owners of Brufut? Can we clap for Brufut? Conference completed. Okay. And they reach the final. They lead twice and they are certain receiver. Thank you very much. In the first final, before Foni came from the Antoine State, first the back to be replayed, and today they give their hands out. Unfortunately, they lost. But again, they lost. They are lost, but they are going home with a whooping $80,000 as a consolation prize with medals. And again, again they have been awarded as the best fan of the Zonal. Well, can we have, okay, you cannot give stadium, give them all, each one. Okay, each one. As for the division of the champions, please, ask for the please answer you to hear the flag, please come. A guy of how can you come here, please? Give them a gun. Both side, give them honor, give them both side. Make it 2 round, please, yes. Come on, push it, because they're starting here. You push it in there. This way. Alright, now we have the runners up in Brufut zone to receive the we have trees that's presented to the two finalists. So please, the presidents of the division, his father can pick one on behalf of Brufut, while Sambaketa can also pick the other on behalf of the Foni zone. Now can you come? Give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause.
Of course, Brufut, the ladies have got Brufut. They have played their hearts out here. They never relent. Most definitely. Buildup are the big mega steroid coming to this tournament. But they went all the way in Buildup at the Nyamina field to beat them to reach the semis. Only few people give them a chance against Lamini in the semi-finals. But they fought to the new to win their semi-final battle. In the final, it was a hard fought and a situating encounter in the first final. But better still, they do that night well, and today they just fell short of the brilliant Foni. But notwithstanding, they'll be going on with $80,000 as a result. That's right, 100% increment, more than 100% from last year. As Kevin rightly said, the winners of Brufut are going 80,000 each today, far more than the actual one that was given last year. Congratulations, and once again, thanks to the organizing committee of the West Coast Regional Zonal Championship. Quite a wonderful one. Congratulations, Brufut. Thank you so much. Reaching the final is not for any zone. 2 zones competed. Only 2 reaches the final. Most definitely. A very hard fought one indeed. Thank you, and thank you once again. Congratulations.